Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
What's going on, everybody? EJ here, and I'm here to give you another live stream tip from the professional to you. So today we're going to talk about stability. We all want stability in our lives in general, but you should also have stability with your device, whatever device you're using when you go live. So I know we've all seen at this point, like somebody going live or whatever, where it's shaky and you can't see what's going on. Yeah, I might get a little bit seasick, things like that. But stability is really important for that reason, especially if you're trying to teach something or even just talk or show something. It's important that your device is still for a couple of reasons. First, main reason, the only reason really that I'm going to go into right now, because I'm trying not to make these too long, is that when you are live streaming, and I'm going to try not to get too technical, so if you don't understand or if I confuse you, let me know down below. But when you're live streaming, the signal that's coming from your device, whether it's your phone, tablet, camera, whatever, is going into the computer and then broadcasting to your audience. There's these things called pixels and frames, really depending on what device you're using. These pixels and frames are like bits of what makes the video, right? And so if you're moving around all this stuff, that is a lot of pixels and frames that your device is having to send to your computer, that your computer is having to send to your audience through whatever platform you're using. So that's why, especially on live, so let's say Facebook Live, let's say somebody is at a concert, RIP going to public things, right? But let's say if you're watching a live of somebody at a concert and they're singing and all this stuff and they're moving and it just looked like a big blur of blue, that's pretty much why. Because the camera and your computer are trying to send out the frames as fast as possible, but between things like conversion that happens inside the computer, which I'm not going to get into, thank me later, and then really just like the speed of the internet or the connection that your audience has, it's going to skip and it's going to blur together. And so the more stable your device is, the more your camera and your computer are able to send clean frames to your audience. Okay, so just like right now, for example, I talk with my hands. That's just what happens. I talk with my hands and my neck and everything, right? But really it's only me moving. So instead of having, let's say I was like holding my camera, instead of my camera having to send frames for every single thing that's happening, because my camera is still and because only my hands and my neck and my head are moving, it doesn't have to send frames for like the couch back there or the lights back there or anything else y'all can see. I don't know. Or even my shirt. I'm not really moving my torso or anything, right? So it really only has to send moving frames for certain parts of the video. I hope this is making sense. I'm trying not to get too technical, but I do want you guys to understand why you get that blur and why it's important to have stability. So let's get into how you can be stable, not in your life, with your device. How you can get stability is using stationary items. Like, I know everybody's gonna think tripod, and yes, that's absolutely true. I'm using a tripod right now. However, I am very conscious about promoting things to make my clients, my online students, my audience, whoever's watching the video, run out and buy something, because everybody is in different financial situations. And so yes, absolutely, get a tripod if you can. But tripods also have connections for cameras. They have connections for phones. They have connections for for tablets. So you can find an adapter that holds your specific device or devices. Sometimes they have different arms for, your tripod can hold 3 phones, depending on what's going on. But so yes, there are those options out there. But let's say you either don't want to or you just can't right now go out and buy a tripod, because yes, they can be a little bit expensive. And sidebar, if you are going live from a camera, a real camera, as I say, which are called DSLRs, please don't use a $10 tripod. Please don't. because all tripods have weight capacities. Usually the cheaper tripods are for like your phone. Probably a little bit above that are for your tablets, because you know a tablet is more than likely heavier than a phone, right? So the tripod you use for your phone, you probably can't use for your camera, for your DSLR. So just throwing that out there. Just please don't, because I don't want it to collapse and then your camera fall and it break, and then you be sad, because I would be sad. I would be sad. Okay. So anyway, all right, so let's get off of tripods. We all know tripods. So let's say you don't have a tripod. You can literally use anything. Let's say you're using your phone. You can prop it up against, you know how your laptop, if you have a laptop, it opens up like this. You can prop your phone up in between the joint of the laptop. You can prop your phone up on some books. You can prop your phone up against a plant, against a light, against a clock. I'm literally looking around this room, like seeing we got some encyclopedias down there. I could use that. If I wanted to, I could even use one of the lights that I'm using to prop up the phone, because it's really about making sure that your phone is at the right level and the right angle, which we talked about in the previous tips. So make sure you go watch that. But it's making sure that it is where it needs to be so that the people can see what you're talking about or hear you clearly and things like that. So there's no shame. Absolutely. I have tripods, and if I'm doing something from my phone or from my tablet, I will still use other things to prop myself up. So there's no shame in it. So please don't think that. But go around your house, get books and all types of stuff. I've used cardboard boxes before. Anything that in and of itself can hold whatever device that you're using, you can use that. So if you want to start off with a box, then stack up some books and then lean it against the wall, go for it. Because who's going to know? Nobody. They're not going to be like, show us what you're doing. And even if they do, you don't have to show them. But your audience can't tell, be like, oh, I could tell from her video, she's just using some cardboard to prop up her phone. They can't tell. So use whatever is around you. When I'm saying I've turned a bowl over and used the bowl, use what you got, because nobody's going to know. Is do what you need to do so you can get the best video possible. So hopefully this helped. If you need some options for a tripod, I will leave some down in the description bar, the comments, wherever you're watching this, for you so that you can look at some. I'll throw in a range of things, or at least give you a starting point, so that you can find what you need and what you want. So all right, thank you so much for watching. If this helped, let me know. If it didn't, let me know. If you have any other questions, please let me know, because I want to help you take your live stream to the next level. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.